Hey, Falcon Nation, wrapping up softball media day. Voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickert, now with softball head coach Jeff Pittsman. Coach, how are you? What year is this as head coach of the softball team?
I believe it's year 11.
Year 11.
Yep.
That's a long time.
It is, very long.
Is it getting harder as it goes along, or is it getting easier?
It's getting harder.
Well, I mean, it's all like recruiting-wise and getting numbers and stuff like that. But I always say you do a great job with recruiting.
Thank you.
You know, all of our women, other sports coaches who are watching should just see what you do, or Coach Tom. You know, because you always have girls here, and you always have 20 plus girls. So, talking of your girls, who do you look for having a big season this year?
Well, we're looking at Katarina Summers. She had a good year last year.
Okay.
We hope she had off-season surgery, but we hope she recovers and has a good year. Madison McVicker was a big bat for us.
And we were fortunate to have her back for her COVID year, so she's taking care of that. Yep. So I was excited to see her back too.
Yep. Tess Rushman. I mean, she had a good year last year.
Right. And she's also a third year, right?
Yes.
Which is nice because I know we played some teams last year that had some three-year girls,
Hopefully
right? So hopefully that'll be the advantage and stuff, for us. How has off-season workouts been? I know you got outside yesterday for the first time. Now, I know you do stuff inside, but you got outside for the first time. It was cold, but you're going to play in the cold.
It's fine.
Right, but, is the team coming together a little bit? The fundamentals, everything at where you kind of want it to be at this point of the year?
I'm working very hard, so I think it'll all come together.
Yeah. And speaking of working hard, I asked, I think it was Olivia before, you are in charge of our concession stand of all of our events. Yes. And I know you've been doing very well with concessions because you buy my soda and I pay $1. Does that upgrade the transportation to Myrtle Beach? Like, do you fly now instead of van?
I wish we could. But
do you have extra dinners while you're away because of all the extra money you have?
No, we do buy them dinner down there.
All right, good.
Some money and we get them some extra gear. So.
And stuff too. Yeah. So there is a benefit to that. And plus you take care of them the best you can, when they're working and stuff too. So talk about your home field. It's at Scranton High School.
Scranton High School.
Is it an advantage for you playing there compared to some other schools or other places? Like, do you like the home field? Like, are you feel comfortable there? Because it's not ours, but we make it ours as best as we can.
Yeah, we're getting feel comfortable there. We can't practice on it all the time, but
it does a job. And we got to give a shout out to our number one person who takes care of the field. So Bobby always takes care of it and has the field looking great. That's why I wanted to lead up to that question because it does look like a top level,
does a tremendous job,
softball field. So we want to make sure we give him a quick shout out too. Talk about your supporting staff, your assistant coaches. So Coach Tom is back, and he does a lot with the pitching.
Coach Tom is irreplaceable. He does a great job. He's recruiting. He's always here. He spends a lot of time here. We have Dave Benson. He's returning. He's been here since I've been here.
Okay.
Al Clark is great with the hitters. Mia Pavelski is new to the staff.
Right.
She's a former player. We hope she can help out with the pitching staff.
Right. And I saw her working with the girls in the gym and stuff the other day and stuff too. So speaking of pitching, who do we look? I know Tessa's going to throw, right? Who else is at the top of that rotation?
We hope Olivia Graber. She had off-season surgery.
Right.
We hope she's back to normal. We hope Allie Lemarese.
Okay.
She's a freshman coming in. We hope she can eat up some innings.
Good. And like eating up those innings are always important, right? Because hopefully we're going to be up 15-20, so maybe we'll just save a little. But like when I talked with Coach McCary, games are going to get canceled here in the Northeast. So the more arms you have, the better off that you're going to be. And then lineup wise, are we more of like a slashing team that we're going to slash and bunt, or are we more power or gap to gap team? Like what the makeup of the lineup? How's that look?
We're hoping gap to gap. I
mean,
we have 6 players coming back that played a lot of innings last year, so we hope they can produce again, but we have 11 freshmen, so
so it's going to be tough. So hopefully you're fortunate they have those returners to help the freshmen. How about speaking of the freshmen? Give me like 1 or 2 names that might not be familiar to softball, Lackawanna softball fans that might.
Madison Maloney had a great fall. She's outstanding at shortstop, and her bat was surprisingly very well.
Okay, good, good. And then I'm glad that you said that because I am friends with Madison's parents, and I've been friends with his dad since I've been 4 years old. So I'm looking forward. I watched Madison grow up from a little tiny baby when she was born, being at her first birthday party, to now working with her in the weight room. So I feel very, very old. So thanks for bringing her on because you make me feel awful. The gray hair is bad enough, but seeing how old I got and seeing my friends' kids, playing and me working them out and stuff too. So, but I hope everyone has a great year. Have a great season. Stay warm.
We'll try.
During the season. Travel safely to the south. I'm disappointed that the baseball team's not going to Myrtle, and I was going to watch some of your games at Myrtle, but I'll make sure that you're out there. But just like I said when I talked to the baseball guys, LackawannaFalcons.com/live, because we will live stream all your home events. And if you can, make it out to Scranton High School. See you in person, especially when the weather gets nice.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us. All right. We'll be back. Spring Sports Media Day. Take flight.